Welcome back to Spa-Francorchamps and the Lotus Cup Europe, and this is the man who has dominated the weekend, Jeremy Lourenco, victorious in race 1, and now as we head towards the second half of race 2, he is in splendid isolation at the front of the field, having really given the rest of the field a little bit of a lesson in terms of how to perform at the very sharp end of the Lotus Cup Europe. It's not to say that Lourenco is not pushing. He's been a little bit sideways on more than one occasion. Lourenco making the step up from the production class and showing that ladder really that exists within the Lotus Cup Europe, because we have got these very quick cars in the V6 and open class, and also the 211 cars as well. But then we've got all the production battles like this one between Dennis van den Sarvel and Sven Pettersson. It's Pettersson ahead of van den Sarvel, who earns extra brownie points, having a roof that looks like Eddie Van Halen's guitar, as the pair of them accelerate out of the bus stop chicane on towards La Source. They've got David McAnulty, Max Alves and Janos Santa just ahead of them. Van den Sarvel looks one side, then the other, to try and overhaul Sven Pettersson, but to no avail. They're also about to be caught in fairly short order by our race leader, Jeremy Lourenco, and here is Lourenco now beginning to get in and amongst the traffic. To ride in car with Lourenco as he flicks up through the gears, surges past one car before he arrives into Eau Rouge. I think he's just going to have to back off and compromise. Indeed he does. No need for Lourenco to take any risks whatsoever. Now as he comes out of Radion, he can power past production car. Thank you, says Lourenco, as he hurtles on towards, they come down the Kevel straight, which seems to go on forever, as meanwhile it's side by side between Pettersson and van den Sarvel, and so this is when it starts to get a little bit more challenging for Lourenco. He'll have clocked that there's two cars up the road ahead of him. He'll also have clocked that they are absolutely locked in combat, and therefore he's going to have to pick his moment here in terms of the right moment to try and ease past into the Bruxelles hairpin. Steering wheel, a pretty heavy lock, as you can see, fully 90 degrees to the right, and then not dissimilar amount through the left-hander with no name on towards the double left at Pouhon. Van den Sarvel is dispatched pre-Pouhon, and when will Sven Pettersson have the lappery completed? Also just about pre-Pouhon as well. So we return to Lourenco. He's got another group of cars ahead of him. That's McAnulty, Alves and Santa. And Santa, meanwhile, has been demoted in his own battle with David McAnulty, and this is the challenge for Lourenco, as now Lourenco heads past Janos Santa. I don't think Santa will be saying ho ho ho, because he's lost a lot of ground to the battle ahead of him, as McAnulty looks to challenge Max Alves, as the only thing Lourenco can console himself with, you can see just riding in car with him how much time he's lost on this lap, is that his rivals behind him, headed by Lee Cunningham in second, then Thierry Verheest in third, they've got this same group of cars to try and pick their way through. And so although Lourenco's lost time, relatively speaking, the fight for second is a little bit closer to him. In reality, that fight for second has got to clear this quintet, because Santa runs wide, and that allows Sven Pettersson and Dennis van den Sarvel back past them, as Max Alves comes under pressure from David McAnulty as they filter through the bus stop chicane. Now let's look into the background. Can we see Lee Cunningham? He's got 7 cars. Cunningham, when he does arrive on the scene, before he can get onto terms with Lourenco, as Lourenco picks up the throttle again, coming downhill out of La Source on towards the notorious Eau Rouge corner. Absolutely glorious day for racing here at Spa, because the joke has always gone that the weather at Spa, it's either raining or will be raining soon. Well, there's no hint of that in the sky, is there, this weekend for the Lotus Cup Europe, which makes a change for them after the incredibly sodden weekend that we endured and enjoyed, of course, at Dijon-Prenois towards the start of the season. All about this battle behind, as McAnulty has got Sven Pettersson right in his wheel tracks, but Pettersson not quite close enough to challenge McAnulty, as they head through. They come. Meanwhile, we're in car Jeremy Lorenko. Final time through Blanchimont. This has been an absolutely textbook performance from Lorenko. He's not put a wheel wrong throughout the course of the race, or indeed really the course of the weekend. He's just got the bus stop chicane to negotiate now. Oh, and he goes sideways and spins, and Lorenko gets it all wrong, millimetres from the line. And well, the Nigel Mansell Canada 1991 tribute act may have entertained the crowd, but Jeremy Lorenko frantically trying to get the car fired up. You can get a sense of just how big his lead is. Do we have forward momentum? Yes, now we do, after what would have felt like an absolute eternity for Jeremy Lorenko. Well, he takes the checker flag and the win, but probably also a world record for the highest ever recorded blood pressure, as he was sitting there waiting for the car to fire up. In the back of the shot, you can see Thierry Verheest across the line in second place, and Xavier Georges just into third, ahead of Nicolas Ferrer, with Lee Cunningham then fading down to fifth late on. Well, what a dramatic conclusion to the race, and also last laps also very frantic as they got really into the teeth of the traffic as well, which will, I'm sure, have prompted some of those position changes. Let's take a look then at the final results. Jeremy Lorenko wins it from Verheest and Xavier Georges. Jean-Baptiste Luc well up in eighth. He was the first of the 2-litre cars home. Nicolas Ferrer an excellent fourth to win the open class. John Rass once more claimed production honours, and again well up into the top 20, clear of James Little and Thierry Edouard, who complete the production podium. Mackenzie Taylor an excellent 23rd place, and then David McAnulty did hold on for 25th. It was a race, fortunately, very low on casualties, but we did lose Andrew Wright, which was a great shame after the fantastic start that he made to the race. And one or two of them, unfortunately, unable to take to the start, but nonetheless, an excellent weekend's racing.
Jeremy, congratulations. There seems like there's no stopping you now.
Oui.
To be true, it was a super weekend. Pole in race 1 and pole in race 2. I'm really proud and happy that we did it with Xavier. That's great. I thank our friends and Chris, our team, and the manager who works really well. I'm really happy for everybody.
And Xavier, congratulations, third place, well done.
Merci.
Thank you. I'm not going to get used to being third. I have to tell him in front of witnesses. I'm really happy that we have two cars on the podium again, like a Manicourt. Really happy for the team and everything. A great weekend.
This time the objective was to keep the green exige back of me, and that was okay. I took a very good start. I think I overtook 3 cars at the start of the race, and then I had a fight with the 2 Eastern Europe guys. A very good fight. I tried to keep them behind me, and it was okay. So I kept this advantage to the end of the race. I thought it was the last lap on the race. It was not. It was the final lap, and it was just to keep the advantage. But it's okay.
The start had a very good start, but after 15 minutes I was sliding, but also the car of Walker was sliding, so and I could overtake him, and it was very fine. It was just a pain. I need to pass Mark 1 of these on the hill, and I didn't have the room, so I lost all the speed, and I saw the others coming after me, but I could keep my place. So very good, very good.
Jean-Baptiste, congratulations, winner in class again. Well done.
Yeah, really happy for this win this weekend. And really sad for my dad, because the first race he crashed with another man, and his car couldn't race again for the second race, so bad. But finally it's good for me because I win the 2 races, so good.
Yes, I win my class with panache. I'm very happy, of course, for me, for the team, for the mechanic. So, well done for me.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant, thank you.
So we're beginning to get towards the business end of the season, and it's John Rass who leads the championship courtesy of his domination of the production class. Jeremy Lorenko, though, in a very solid second, ahead of Jean-Baptiste Luc, Thierry Edouard, and then Christophe Legendre in 5th.
It's been another incredible weekend of racing here at the legendary circuit that is Spa. Next time we'll be at the Lotus Festival at Brands Hatch, but for now it's goodbye from us.